Hi, friends, and welcome to Peace is Here. I'm your host, Avis Kalfsbeek. This is part of my Wolff Peace series, inspired by philosopher Robert Paul Wolff's book, Political Man and Social Man, which explores how authority, society, and ethics shape our lives. In each episode, I highlight one of Wolff's featured thinkers, presented in the order of his 1966 book, and pair their ideas with someone who lived peace in a bold and transformative way. Today's political thinker is John Austin, a 19th century British legal theorist whose work helped shape modern understandings of law, command, and obedience. Austin believed that law is essentially the command of a sovereign, backed by the threat of punishment. His theory, called legal positivism, separates law from morality. Whether a law is just or unjust is beside the point. What matters is who gives the order and who enforces it. This might seem cold, but Austin wasn't trying to justify tyranny. He wanted clarity. In a messy world of moral gray zones, he believed societies needed a clear definition of what law actually is, even if it's flawed. Still, his theory leaves us with an uncomfortable implication. If law is just the will of the powerful, where does that leave justice? And what hope is there for peace? The peace pairing, Audre Lorde. To answer that, let's bring in Audre Lorde, Black lesbian feminist poet, educator, and warrior for justice who lived from 1934 to 1992. Where Austin analyzed power from the top down, Lorde lived her life fighting it from the ground up. She wrote, "The master's tools will never dismantle the master's house." Lorde didn't separate law from morality. She fused them. She saw that systems of power don't just issue laws, they shape culture, identity, and even self-worth. And so she responded with poetry, protest, and radical self-expression. She believed peace required not just law, but liberation, especially for those whose voices had been silenced. Austin saw society through structure. Lorde saw it through struggle. Where he offered order, she demanded truth. Both understood authority, but only one insisted it be shared. Your peace questions to ponder. Big picture. How do you distinguish between law and justice? When have you felt those two were in conflict? Day-to-day life. What's one tool of the status quo you rely on daily? And how might you challenge it or use it differently to uplift someone else's voice? That concludes this episode of Peace is Here. You can learn more at aviskalfsbeek.com, where I share updates on this podcast and my books, including the newly released novella Mano Mutante, a story about food, friendship, and finding peace in the soy-soaked heart of industrial ag Iowa. I write best friend activist short fiction in my Pedro the Water Dog Saves the Planet 6-book series. Coming up next, more thinkers, more peace pairings, and more bold questions from the Wolff Peace series. This episode is human narrated by me, but was created with the help of AI, which has promised to let me know if it makes something up. So far, no confessions, but if you believe I've missed something, or if you just want to say hello, I'd love to hear from you. Podcast music is Dalai Lama Riding a Bike by Javier Peque Rodriguez. Links to his music on Spotify and Bandcamp are in the show notes. If you enjoyed this podcast, it really helps me if you subscribe on Apple Podcasts or wherever you listen to your podcasts, or send it to a friend. I'm Avis Kalfsbeek, and I write the Pedro the Water Dog Saves the Planet book series, which are a series of environmental adventure novellas. Books 1 through 6 are available at all your favorite online bookstores or at aviskalfsbeek.com. Go to aviskalfsbeek.com to be notified when new books come out. Thank you again. Until next time, listen for the peace.